Hey guys, classichomer here. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5. So, Crystal Man. Does anyone remember the Falling Rocks and Drill Man stage? How they were positioned over holes, but you had to hit switches to make the ground appear? Well, they at least take some of those elements and put them into the stage. The really annoying ones. Specifically the holes and the falling things. Also, these guys are kind of cool. If you don't take out their head, then the head starts bouncing around everywhere. Anyway, yeah, this part. It's not so bad as long as you have the Star Crash and use it, well, generously, I suppose. Can you give me weapon energy? No. Also, with Eddie, you could do this in the previous game. I don't think I ever talked about it or anything. But you can keep cycling him through till he gives you something you want. I would like weapon energy, but I don't feel like doing that. It's kind of a cheap thing to do. And it takes too long. So, meh. I should be okay. I got hit by these things like one more time than I'm used to having happen. Oh, good. And what's nice is the Star Crash doesn't actually deplete unless the shield gets taken out. Or maybe if you throw it. I usually don't throw it. I guess it's something I can explore. Yeah, once you throw it, it'll deplete, but just deploying it does nothing. So, you should really try and use that to your advantage if you're going through that area, and don't want to fall down into the pits of despair. And, take this part slow. There too many times when I try to chase that guy down to kill him, just to have him turn around and be, vertically lined up with that other shield bot. And, well, just, you know, be a huge pain. And then running backwards to try and get away from them, and having, those wheelie guys come after me, too. It wasn't pretty. Somehow I got past that part without getting hit. I usually choose the wrong place to fall and land on one of those guys. Yeah, Rush Coil's weird now. I don't like it. And this will be the last time we see Rush Coil on the NES, so... well, kind of a lame send-off, really. But, oddly enough, I'd have to say Rush Coil is more useful than Rush Jet in this game. At least I find more places to use it. Okay, hug that right wall, and go way left. Good. I didn't mention it before. You see how it says Mega Man 5, and some of them are orange? Well, that's because as you collect those letters in these stages, you will eventually get a power. Of course, you know, you have to get all of them to get it, and there's one in every of the Robot Master stages, so if you want to 100% the game, I suppose, that would be the right way to think of it, well, you have to know where all these things are and collect them on the way through. Thankfully, you can replay stages in this game, so if you missed it, you're not screwed, you can go back and look. So, Crystal Man can be hard, because, well, there are times when he will attack nearly every time he jumps, and then there are times when that happens and he jumps at me a lot without actually shooting. Luckily, his big attack that splits in the floor and bounces around everywhere like a Gemini laser, he doesn't do too often. So, kill him before he does it again? The gyro attack, you could, when you shoot it, you can choose the direction for it to go, up or down. I prefer to just get in close and hit him with it, because it's a lot easier. It kind of moves slowly, so you don't want to give it too much time to miss. Napalm Man has awesome music. Yeah, I really like this song. It's at least iconic if it isn't good, because you'll hear it in other Mega Man products like the arcade games, Power Fighters and Power Battles, whatever they were called exactly. Yeah, they're on the Anniversary Collection, so if anyone has that, they want to experience what old coin-offs that wanted to just rob you of all your money were like, play those. And since you're playing on the controller, you're probably going to be more used to how the game controls rather than how it was originally done with a, you know, stick and buttons. Which, I don't know, I kind of missed out on the whole, there we go. Sorry, I was thinking about how I was going to kill that thing. I missed out on the whole arcade experience. Like, I was the right age for it, I just never went. I like gaming at my home. Besides, it was kinda not long to this world by the time I was, like, really aware of arcades. Oh, hey, cool. I'll totally take that. Maybe I'll eventually use Gravity Hold on something. Gravity Hold's actually pretty cool when you use on, you know, not a boss, because it just kinda hits the entire screen. Crystallize also not too bad because it, well, it will be like an upgraded Gemini laser. Instead of being 3 consecutive hits in one line that will always travel in the same way, or, you know, each of those hits follows one another. I don't need that, do I? No, I don't. The Crystal Eye will split into 3 that will bounce in different ways. One will stay horizontal, and the other 2 will go bouncing diagonally up and down. And if you're doing it from ground level, they both basically follow a parallel path, because, you know, down one immediately bounces off the corner. I hate these missiles coming up. There we go. And this last one's the worst. I actually found that, well, too late, or too bad. If I had moved it forward a little bit more slowly, given it time to spawn before I jumped, I could actually jumped over it. But I wasn't really thinking, well, I was thinking about that, but I didn't do it right. Anyway, point is, for a long time that seemed like a really dick move, because it's either get hit, knocked onto the spikes, and use some vulnerability frames to get away, and if you shoot it, it'll blast out into shrapnel and probably hit you again. Or shoot it as soon as it appears and hopefully not jump immediately into the shrapnel. Done that before too. Whoa! I was going to shoot him again, but I had to take my mind off of that so I could dodge. Wow, he's kind of kicking my ass a little bit here. Oh. Whoa! That's not cool, Napalm Man. Die. Thank you. He's really not that hard. I was apparently having problems. Thinking too much about what I was trying to say rather than how I was going to kill him. I don't really have a whole lot of strategy for him. I suppose if he is going to be near the middle of the room, you could shoot the wall, because then the shot that's going to hit horizontally will bounce into him, and then by the time his invulnerability frames are up, these shots that are bouncing around diagonally should reach him, but they don't get that much distance, so if he isn't like just in the right spot in the middle, like in a certain variance, less variance than even from these 2 big blue blocks on the screen, you probably won't actually hit him. That's why I usually shot him with the main attack rather than trying to split it up and hit him multiple times. So, Snowman Stage is probably one of my favorites, because it gives you so many goodies. I'm not even kidding. Like, there is a life, an E-tank, and 2 hidden rooms of good stuff. One of them you get to from the screen. Can you see where? I'll give you until I finish killing this mess to find out. Or to figure it out for yourselves. Right there. And of course this is where one of the letters is, so If you didn't know about that, and didn't notice the rocks look a little different, they almost look like Napalm Man stage rocks instead of, well, everything else in this area. Then you don't get to get the awesome thing at the end of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and spam the crap out of Gravity Hold here just to show it off a little bit. Give it some screen time. Ow. It doesn't take bullets. Except for that guy's rocks, which apparently don't count as bullets. They count as enemies. Interesting. And if you use it on these mets that split apart, it will first split them apart and then kill all the ones that got split apart in the same shot. So that's kind of cool. I don't usually use it for that purpose, but I can see why some would. I really wanted to kill that guy. And these mice, rat, robot things are short enough that you can't shoot them while standing with a regular shot. You gotta use a charge shot. So that's sort of a pain in the ass. Could we kill that thing before these guys catch up? No. Oh well. I'm really not in too many dire straits. Also, there's another secret room from this room, but you don't really want to go to it, because it's full of nothing good. Death pits, enemies that are annoyingly small and hard to hit sometimes. Yeah, that kind of stuff. If I ever intend on using more Gravity Hold in this stage, I'd actually pick that up. Right now I kinda just want health. I don't need lives, I've already got enough of those. And completely lost track of how many I've been given. And these guys take 2 hits from Gravity Hold, so I don't think I want to use that. Whatever. Napalm Bomb I'll show off here, since it goes down. I thought it would have done more damage than that. Oh cool, it hits him through the shield. Anyway, Napalm Bomb doesn't get a lot of distance, but it should be a pretty powerful attack. However, on these guys it only does as much as, say, my Buster. Let's see if I can't shoot this guy really fast and demonstrate. Not sure if the video's going to show it, but I think I shot him more than twice before he died. I don't know. That's something that you really won't come across unless you use rapid fire or shoot really freaking fast. And I think I've demonstrated before that I shoot slightly less fast than rapid fire. Like, that's me. That's the rapid fire I have set up on my controller, which I think is actually a little faster than the one in the Anniversary Collection. So, yeah. Just full disclosure, I don't actually use the rapid fire. I have it for other games, like Gradius. Oh, Gradius. Speaking of the game I'm not any good at. And for some reason... wow, really? Thanks, Eddie. Some of my friends apparently know enough about Gradius, or at least gamer habits, that by one look at the games I play, they could peg me as not being very good at Gradius without having seen me play it. Either that's because the game is hard, or people who play a lot of platformers and RPGs aren't going to be good at shmups, or shoot-em-ups. It'd be kinda nice if you just refer to them as shooters, but, you know, the ever-popular FPS market kinda has that term cornered now. I really hate that fact. They're first-person shooters. Call them FPSs. Don't call them shooters. Shooter was something else. So, Stone Man is, well, like I said before, a pushover. But now that I have the Napalm Bomb, it's like a gimme fight, really. When he crumbles apart, he's invincible, but because the Napalm Bomb goes down and he jumps a lot, it's pretty easy to just lay bombs underneath him. And he'll continually land on them and take a ton of damage. So, now we get a very situational weapon, to say the least. There's only a couple points of the game where I'm really going to be using the Power Stone, and, well, It at least works for those areas. Like fighting Charge Man. Charge Man is so